It's the show that sucks with your hosts Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
See what kind of paperwork has to be done.
Talk to Art if you want to get that done.
Yeah, if you need to contact Spooky, you need to talk to Arturo. He's his secretary, so.
Oh, wow.
This is for everyone. If you want to contact Spooky at NYC Furby, just ask him the question and he'll relay it for you. He's very good at that.
Oh, Arturo's the Girl Friday in that business?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
With special guests from around the fighting game community.
Is he going to answer? Yeah, no?
Honzo?
Oh, hey. From the dead. Oh, are you crying? What happened?
I forgot it was Tuesday. And my phone's charging. And
You are a terrible bison. How do you forget it's Tuesday?
The worst part is you retweeted the tweet that said it was tonight. You retweeted it.
Now for your hosts, Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
What's up, everybody? It's the show that sucks. Number 116. How are you? Honzo Gonzo, how are you? Last time on the show, I said something I shouldn't have, like me saying you should kill yourself, and I apologize for that. I don't think you should ever do that.
Oh, me?
Yeah. I
Oh,
did.
I'm not gonna do that.
I know. I know you're not. But welcome to the show.
Thank you, though.
Honzo has alcohol. I have other kind of alcohol.
I have Guinness Extra Stout. I've never had Extra Stout. It's so
Extra?
good,
It's just extra Guinness? That can't be bad.
it's so good.
So good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's bigger than my head.
Was that what you've been doing? Just exploring kinds of Guinness with your
Well, yeah.
with your free time now?
I'm trying to drink more beer. I never really drank beer before, so it's nice to just go out and buy random shit. Like I have this chocolate beer shit. It's not that good, but you know. I'm trying it, you know. Where do you? I don't care. This is an off topic. Where do you find that watermelon beer, Harrison? Because apparently that's a Giant's beer.
Watermelon beer?
The one I had at the chicken and waffle place.
At Fremont Diner?
Yeah,
It's a Giants beer?
that's what someone told me. Like that's like Giants fans love that beer, and I was like, Harrison made me drink that beer. It must be true.
I'll have to. A buddy of mine knows what it is. I'll have to ask him, but he knows for sure. But I don't know what it's called.
Okay,
But it's watermelon beer, and it's good.
it's good. Yeah.
I'm sure you can just type watermelon beer in Google, and like something will come up.
I'll figure it out. Anyways, hey, it's just about video games. This is the show that sucks. I'm Harrison. This is Honzo Gonzo. Harrison, what do we have to talk about this week?
I don't know. I was just gonna stay here for about 60 minutes and just talk about watermelon beer. But I mean, if you want to talk about other stuff, I mean, I'm totally open for that.
Okay.
I think this first one's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I didn't even know about it, so go ahead.
I just saw it today. You can officially, Prima, which I'm not a huge fan, huge fan of Prima because they've kind of just made shit guides, but not anymore. Apparently, this is a good one. I guess.
Who made the Marvel guides? Was it Brady Games, or was it Prima?
I don't know. I can go find it, but I'm too lazy.
The Marvel guides were good for about a year, and it's astounding. So why? The original Marvel guide was pretty good for the duration of the lifetime. Ultimate Marvel was good for about a year. That's still very good for a fighting game strategy guide. Right now, it's a little outdated, but if you're just getting into the series, the Marvel guide's still good, you know?
So the guide.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance a whole lot to mess around with it yet. It's pretty in depth though, and I mean, I think Street Fighter needs something like this in order for. This definitely isn't something to get new players into the game. I feel like it's definitely for people that have been playing it for a couple months and kind of want to up their game and kind of want to move past, playing your buddy for a couple hours every couple weeks or something like that. And I mean, the first thing I thought about immediately was commentators. Now commentators can have the entire game in front of them and really
I didn't think about that.
kind of have no excuse to mess anything up anymore because all the information is right there in front of their eyes. So I mean, I think that's cool. It gives you all the frame data. It gives you all of the frame data, like their startup, or I believe the amount of frames like their dashes take and their how high their jumps are, and basically anything numbers wise is in there, which I think is really awesome. And of course, it has all the hitboxes in there. So I mean, in certain matchups, I feel like you can go in there and you can kind of look at hitboxes and hurtboxes and kind of, you know, put those together and make a more informed judgment on like matchups and stuff like that and what players should be doing. What you really couldn't do before.
Yeah, and also with the PS4, can't you pull it up on that middle touchscreen thingy? I thought that was a thing. Like you can pull some information up on your PS4 pad. Obviously for sticks, it's not that useful, but even the the new BLX for the PS4, PS3 stick that they have has like a PS4 information guide, so you can even like turn your stick up and have that thing on it. I thought that was a feature coming for Ultra. I'm pretty sure fighting games on PS4 have that ability. But
So it's by Brady Games, but it said Prima on it. But isn't, I guess that's
Prima Games and Brady are kind of the same,
okay. All right.
I guess.
But I mean, it's really in depth. You know, all the pages. Well, I guess you know.
And Hell Pockets asks, is it searchable? That'd be good
Um,
on a phone.
let me look while I talk. It is. I did actually try and I downloaded it and then I tried to open it up on the web browser and my computer basically exploded because there's just
don't do that. Everyone
yeah.
should.
So I don't really want to open it up right now.
That's fine. We can figure it out later.
I want to say it is because you can highlight the text and things like that with your mouse.
Okay. Well,
So I'm pretty sure it's searchable.
And what Ultra David does,
They
is
do
he
have
has
a table of
tablet.
contents on there also, so you can't search by page, so you can just go to the correct page. So if you can't search, you know, I guess the term you're looking for, you can at least, you know, jump to the page that you need to go to from the table of contents. So at least it has that. But yeah, I just think it's stuff like that needs to be readily available to players all the time. And I think players have been trying for an incredibly long time to do something like that too.
I mean, there's apps on your phones and stuff like that.
There is, but it's not even close to having the whole guide and hitboxes really incredibly
Hitboxes
easy.
is a big thing.
It's the pictures are really nicely done, and I don't know, it's just really nice to have.
I wanted to do something similar for Marvel back in the day when they had the Vita came out. I wanted to buy a Vita and make a hitbox thing, like pictures of the hitboxes, you know? Because there really isn't like a big accessible thing for hitboxes for Marvel still. I just didn't get around to it because I don't want to buy
Oh yeah,
a Vita.
man, you just gotta carry around your Vita all the time.
No one has Vitas.
If
But
you're
yeah,
serious about Marvel.
I guess. So, another thing that happened this week is there's big news about CEO Harrison.
What you have written here is just like, it really makes me sad that I can't go now. Like, incredibly sad. Like, I'm really, like, I'm wishing that I went to CEO instead of Final Round now.
So CEO
Just to put
has-
that into perspective before Honzo Gonzo says what he's about to say.
CEO has
Not really.
confirmed
I still want to go to Final Round, but
that they have 10% off with your badge at both Popeyes and Red Robin, and the Red Robin's inside the hotel grounds.
that's awesome. It's inside.
I guess I haven't been to CEO in a couple of years, but I guess the Red Robin's in the hotel grounds. The hotel's a big sprawling complex thing. So, where they're like, it's like apartments, but they're everywhere, you know? So yeah, so there's 10% off Popeyes. And the last time I was at CEO, I literally sometimes for days, I would eat just Popeyes. So I mean, for people like me, aka Marvel players, because I saw Marvel players always in there. Shouts to DJ Hoshin. Um, that's gonna be a pretty good chunk of change. For some people, it might be $10 to $20. But if you think about venue fees and all this stuff being raised, $10 to $20 off of food, that's great.
It's better than nothing, man. And if it's 10% off what's already in the building, like, that's only a good thing.
Yeah, and for the local scene who has to not travel, it's good incentive for them just to come out and hang out. More people coming out, and for people who are spending money on traveling, any amount of money that they can save is always good. It's not like, oh my god, you're only saving like $5-10. Well, like that's still $5-10. Some people need to save that much money. And now me saying this, Harrison's like, oh my god, I wish I would have went. Harrison, do you realize it's like $5 to $10? You would be spending like $500 on a fucking plane ticket.
I'm joking.
I know.
I'm
but
100% joking.
I see people like, oh my god, I want to go to CEO now. I'm like, was that really the breaking point? Like the 10%?
Yeah, I was gonna go there for Popeyes, but I just couldn't afford the extra $6 for that biscuit. No, I don't think so. But I think it's good. You know how awesome it would be to, like, at a Vegas hotel to have 10% off one of the food places there?
That would actually be a lot because it is fucking expensive.
Like that, I mean,
10% off $30 every goddamn time you eat,
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, it's especially that one place in I think it was last year where everybody went to the same food spot after, and because it was the only place that was open, and I probably went there about 5 or 6 times while I was there. So I mean, having 10% off, having 10% off that would be amazing.
Well, my past line of work, I would actually do this for our events that we would hold. I would actually contact PR people and get coupons and free catering for our professional sports teams. And so I know how it works, and it is pretty easy. I don't know why other tournaments don't do it.
You know what tournament did it?
What?
Starbase.
Starbase did have a coupon with
Soul Food.
Soul Food, yes. Starbase ahead of its time. But I mean, it's really easy to even at Starbase, you promise 20 to 30 people are gonna go to your restaurant. They'll be like, sure, we'll give you a discount, whatever. Like they're really like that. In a major, that's over 100.
Like, hey, we promised 100 people to show up. I'm pretty sure they'd be on board with that.
And the events I used to do were thousands and thousands of people, but even 100 to 300 people, or like even Evo is an example. There's over 1,000 people who are going to be eating at the shitty food court because everyone's fucking poor and that's the only thing open.
Yeah.
So, it's really easy to convince them, and you're in the same hotel as them, anyways. So you can even get a 10% off casino-wide one. I think it's actually pretty easy, unless the hotels are sticklers, which they can be sometimes. I've dealt with hotels before, but usually they'll set up something if you bring them continued business. Yeah, I just don't think people try hard enough or branch out hard enough. Yeah, because there's plenty of independent restaurants on the Vegas Strip alone that will try and help you out, just to get business.
Yeah, that's true, but I feel like it might be a little bit hard to, for stuff inside hotels, come to think of it. Because, I mean, there's people there all the time. It's not like they really need help because they're already there and they know people are going to go to it.
That's true, but...
That, if anything, they would, give free chips or something like that.
Hey, if anything...
Because, yeah. I mean, the whole reason why they want you there is to gamble. But...
Free
Evo
beer.
really can't do that because there's 18-year-old kids there. So
free beer,
free beer,
free liqueur. We have a sub. Me and Mr. Bowman just subbed.
Oh damn!
Thank you for subbing.
Shouts to me, Mr. Bowman.
I see 100% of that profit.
Is that Eric from Wyoming Dojo?
I don't know his tag.
Well, I know that's his last name.
Oh,
Not me, Mr. Bowman, but Bowman. That'd be a pretty bizarre last name. Anyways. So
Damn.
I'm going to CEO now for Popeyes. I think that's the
yes,
conclusion
you're gonna
of
say
whole
that
thing.
$2. But Red Robin.
Instead of just going to run apart.
Another thing about Red Robin that's good for tournament players, aka cheat players. There's unlimited fries, so if you go 0-2, you can just eat your sorrows away, which I think is good. I think that's a good thing. And if you're playing in tournaments like me, I don't eat during tournaments because I'm fucking crazy. And afterwards, when I'm out of the
It's not
tournament,
like you're not the only one. But anyway, sorry.
I go out and eat a big meal after to console my sorrow because I never win. So eating a bunch of fries would probably make me feel good. And I did that at Evo with Johnny Rockets. So I felt good about that. You gotta get something salty to console your saltiness.
I'm kind of pretty hyped for it to be back at Paris, to be honest.
Yeah. It's on the strip. I just like the strip a lot. Even though it's really terrible. I like it a lot.
That food court's pretty legit. Like, out of all the places that Evo has been to so far, food-wise, Paris is probably the best, I feel like. For late night stuff.
Yeah. I'm excited about Evo.
Oh yeah, you're
But
totally
let's
excited.
talk about fucking Christy got a sponsor. I had to find out about the other topic, but Christy did get a sponsor. He's sponsored by, I had it pulled up, but I totally, some shitty thing. Fuck them.
Wow. See what happens when
on
you keep your
Facebook,
mouth shut
that's
for like
okay.
6 months? I mean,
Yeah,
I
get
just
sponsored.
gotta say that. Like, you get sponsored. Like,
Fucking, the sponsorship's legit. They're like an esport thing, but like they're like Hearthstone though. Like the people who own it are like Hearthstone streamers. They're not like an actual entity. But yeah. So whatever. But that's cool. Anyways, moving on.
I'm just saying.
Final round is coming up. We both will be there, right, Harris?
Yes, we will be.
Okay.
Man, it's next week. That's so crazy.
Yes, we'll be drowning in Waffle House and ribs, and yes, and Atlanta freeways. But curling mustache is happening, and they just announced the teams today, actually. So there's Team ATL, there's Team Control, which I would assume is Flux, Ray, and probably Coach Steve. There's Team Broken Tier, which I believe is Angelic, Clockwork, and Viskia, maybe? There's Team Florida, which I'm pretty sure is Green Ace, Flocker, and Marvello, I think. Team Texas, I would only assume it's Jan, 2 other people. Maybe Stone. Stone probably on the team. Team NorCal, I don't know who's on that team. I'm going to assume it's F Champ. Maybe Eduardo. Maybe Apology Man if he goes. I don't know if he's going though. Team SoCal, I think it's going to be Justin, Nerjosh, and whoever else is going out. Maybe Cloud. I think Cloud's going. Team NYC, I think it's going to be Random Cats. And I don't know. But they don't have the teams finalized yet. But those are just the regions that get teams. So doesn't get a team because they're bad, I guess. I don't know what the reasoning is, but fuck you, Kinder Party.
So cool.
Harrison, you walked away?
What? What? That was an incredibly amazing talk about Marvel and Final Round and Curly Mustache. It was fantastic.
Finish the show then, huh?
I'm glad I stuck around for it.
It should be very good. There's always goddamn incidents during the team tournaments, so there'll probably be some hashtag salt and hashtag confrontations.
Why are you talking about buttons and stuff?
There's always something, dude. There's always something.
You know, this is like
One year, unknown accused Eduardo of cheating and shit, and then there's the button controversy. Every final round, there's some shit going on, and it's not even with the Tekken. Tekken has its own shit going on. So final round is just full of entertainment. You can always find it.
So I think we talked about that afterwards, about the whole button situation, and I was actually talking about that the other day with somebody, and actually I was talking about it with Ultra David when he was at NorCal for a bit. But I guess, like, I mean, there's plenty of other people that have weird button shit that nobody cares about. Like, apparently Sako has a whole row of buttons on a stick,
I saw that.
and nobody gives a shit about that. And it's by Hori. That's the crazy part. Like, a legitimate, you know, sponsor / your sponsor is making your stick, and they're like, yeah, sure, whatever. Here's, you know, an extra row of buttons, and nobody cares about that, but everybody cares about Full Schedule's buttons.
Yeah, it's not even like Full Schedule needed them. You just had them. Like, are people really ragging on pad players because they have one button dashes? Motherfuckers who are ragging on Full Schedule had one button dashes, which I think is you shouldn't have if you have a stick. I'm sorry. Fucking macros, man.
Wait, so how does that work? One button dash.
You just have A and B mark master button. Just press
Oh,
one
okay.
button. Makes some things easier.
Yeah, I think eventually there's gonna have to be some kind of, like, there has to be some kind of regulation, right? At
There's
some
not
point.
gonna be any regulation. Fucking
There's gonna be, dude. There's gonna
Daigo
be.
and Tokido have fucking their select buttons fucking fused to all their buttons so they get auto plinks. Like, no one's.
That shit is gonna get phased out, dude. There's so much money.
Maybe Street Fighter 5.
It's gonna take a little bit. It might take somebody else to come in that's throwing money at the FGC to be like, yeah, so we know this is going on, and we're not gonna throw money at you guys until this gets
Dude, with
solved.
Dota, like, if they're playing at their house, they have all sorts of cheat keys, like ways where they can set the camera up to specific spots on the map, things that change so you only right click on a creep to auto attack them if they're an allied creep, so you don't have to A click them. Weird shit like that. You know, little things that make their life easier, like the mini map. The peoples are bigger on the mini map, stuff like that. At a tournament, they don't have that, but at their house, who the fuck's gonna regulate that? You can't. So it's
Well,
like,
nobody cares about their house. I'm not talking about your house. I'm
yeah,
talking
but
about
it's
an
your own
actual
product
tournament.
you have. It's your own computer when you're at your house. When you go to another tournament, it's their computer. The only way you can fix it is by forcing people to use the sticks the tournament provides, and that's never gonna happen, unless it's like an invitational or something.
Yeah, but you can regulate the stuff that can go into an arcade stick.
How though?
You just say this is the way it is, and that's the way it is. It's not that hard to check when you go to a 32-man bracket at Capcom Cup. Hey, let's see your stick. All right. This is, you know, bound to select. Here's your stick. Go get a new one. Like, it's not... I feel like it's not that big of a deal to check all of the sticks.
I've seen top players have their sticks, top Marvel players, who will not be named, have their sticks
Honzo
modded,
Gonzo.
so if they press the button, they could block both directions. Now, it was patched out, but you used to be able to make your stick basically have the left and right directional inputs on a button, and you hold it and you'll block both ways. They used to be a thing, and I've seen people who've done it. So, you know, things that people will do to win is, you know, you can't really outfox them, I think, for sticks, at least. Yes, for, like, extra buttons, yeah, sure. But shit wiring in there, it's too hard.
How? You just go to training mode, hit the jab button. If 2 jabs come up, it's wired. It's not that hard to check at all to do that. It's not that hard at all. It's so easy to...
We need a referee going around with little
It's so
yellow and
easy to
red
check
cards.
that. So easy to check that.
He has a setup he carries around. All right, plug it in. Like, press buttons.
No, at a tournament like that, obviously it's going to be incredibly hard. You really can't do that at ginormous events. But when it gets down to top 32 at EVO,
Yeah, but imagine Daigo getting fucking DQ because of his stick.
You think Markman is gonna let Daigo get DQ'd because of his stick? I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. That's never gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. I just thought there's got to be some kind of, I don't know. There at some point,
You know, if you want to cheat, just cheat.
and people. I'm not saying that people aren't gonna try their hardest to continue to cheat, but there's got to be something.
If you're gonna cheat, you're gonna cheat anyways. So just go for it, man. I'm not about it, but whatever. Anyways, Harrison. Skype fucking up is what he said. Oh, do you want to see the next topic?
Because Skype was fucking up. What?
It's the I highlighted it.
You highlighted it?
Yeah.
If you were in charge of Honzo Corp, who would you sponsor? If you just had a ton of money and you're like, oh my god, I just want to like sponsor this one dude because he's so fucking awesome. He doesn't have to be good or bad. He can be a complete garbage. Who would you sponsor?
On the real,
On the real.
would it be sponsoring for playing or sponsoring for something else?
Wait, say that again?
Can I sponsor them for something else? Not actually playing in tournaments? Do you understand what I mean?
Like sponsor them to just be like themselves and like help promote the scene and stuff, I guess?
To go to tournaments.
To go to tournaments.
Yeah.
Just to go to tournaments? And like hand out
I mean-
flyers of like Honzo Corp. Here you guys go. Like, what do you mean?
If I had a bunch of money, I would want to do fucking no reservations, but for FGC shit. Dude. I'd want to be Anthony Bourdain.
I don't know what that is.
So I would probably sponsor you so you could film me.
Okay. That's just hiring somebody to do a job. That's not really
I
sponsoring
know.
anybody. You
I'd
really
sponsor
suck
a
at answering
player
questions.
to go play at something. It's a good question, I guess. I mean, Apology Man needs a sponsor, and
I was
he has
gonna
the charisma
say-
of a doorknob. So.
I was gonna say it could be somebody who's already sponsored, but
Nah.
Apology Man,
I guess he needs it. I mean,
just a pity sponsorship.
kind of.
I don't want a pity sponsorship.
Someone
I
who's,
want
like,
you to
so
be like,
awesome,
oh my
like
god, this is
Brian Lee.
awesome. Like
Full schedule.
everybody
you know.
needs to see this person play all the time.
Full schedule is a lot of shit, but he doesn't get to travel a lot. So, full schedule is a good pick. He might not win a lot, but, you get to go out and compete and show off some stuff. I think I would cycle it. I don't think it'd be like a person. I wouldn't want that. I'm like, who's hot right now? Marvello, get out there. Go to fucking Evo. I want you back in top 8, top 9 technically. But, something like that. Where I just be like, this term's coming up. Who's looking fresh? Who's keeping up with it?
Man, you're so bad at just answering questions.
I think that's what I would do. I already gave you an answer. You
just-
don't like it.
Just sponsor everybody.
Fucking no
Just
respect. We're going to
sponsor
every
everybody.
tournament. Fucking- We're going to Money Match Station and be like, my man, no respect. Fuck your mom. And you're just like, oh shit, I got to play him and he beats you. $100 right there.
I think I would do like Julio, because I feel like he can do a lot of damage like anywhere he goes.
Yeah.
And like maybe Zeus.
Zeus would be a good one. Smug, too, I guess. Because they don't actually have a sponsor, so.
Be my two.
Yeah. Yeah. If it was for Guilty Gear, maybe Fab. Get Fab to go to a bunch of tournaments and fuck everyone up. That'd be fun.
Or maybe Grims. I think
Grim's
Grims would be a good one.
He's a big time streamer now.
I know. I think he would be a good. I think that'd be a good sponsor because he's super good at that game, and I think he could only get better if he be able to actually travel, because it's so hard to give yourself a reason to travel for a game that isn't super popular, because the money just isn't there. You need just so much. You just need so much drive from yourself in order to, fly halfway across the country to enter a tournament that might have 100 people in it for a pot that isn't, worth your while to fly all the way across the United States for.
If I had money and my goal was to make a successful company, I wouldn't start off with FGC.
I'm just
putting
saying
that out there.
That's not, again, not the question, but
Just saying.
Honzo Corp you're a $1 billion company already. You wipe your tears with $100 bills.
I fucking buy EG. My company now.
Really, EG?
Yeah, they're the smartest company.
Man, you're no fun answering like hypothetical questions.
The best company. They have the best Dota team.
Of course, you would pick them
Fuck
because they have the
League
best
of
Dota team.
Legends. We're cutting all our League of Legends teams. Go in the fucking gutter. Fuck HOTS.
What?
Heroes of the Storm. They have a team. It has like Idra on it. I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah, back to my Anthony Bourdain thing. If I had a bunch of money, I would want to do like going to different scenes, like a Florida scene, like like Tallahassee or something, and go to one of their sessions and just film it, and then go to wherever they eat afterwards and film that. Because I think that's universal thing about areas in the FGC. They always have, these little sessions, and then they play, and then they go to like a diner. Usually it's fucking Denny's or whatever. But, they tell stories and whatever. I think it's entertaining. I think a lot of people would find that entertaining.
That, and it would just help people get to know, other people that might not be as popular. Like,
yeah,
stuff.
No one really knows, players that, keep going to sessions every week for years, because, they might not get top 8 at majors, but they're still funny people. They're still good guys. They're entertaining. They're still good at games, You just might not see them. I mean, how long did it take Hoodaman to become known, But everyone in NorCal knew Hoodaman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stuff like that. Yeah.
I mean, people instantly knew you.
Yeah.
Somehow. Because of Marvel. You could thank Marvel for that one. If you played Street Fighter, you'd still be an unknown.
Thank you, me. Thank you, me.
If you guys have any questions, you can send them to @HarrisonSBA at Honzo Gonzo on Twitter. I kind of don't even want to do this next topic, to be honest.
You don't have to. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it, Harrison. You have another topic?
I don't have any more topics, though.
Well, I mean, we have some questions. If you guys have any questions, @HarrisonSBA, yeah, Honzo Gonzo. It's a light week because we're building up to final round, so there hasn't been much going on.
Yeah, there really hasn't, like, anything.
No.
Drew, hopefully, actually. Okay, good. God dang it. Here we go. Drew and Mage, of course. What do you think the stream schedule for finals day will be for Evo, assuming Street Fighter 4 is last?
I've said this before, but I think it's gonna be Street Fighter, Melee, Marvel.
Like from first to last, or first to third?
Last to first.
Yeah.
I think Smash should be 2.
Smash should be 2. You know what? As
Which I
much
don't
as
like.
people are gonna wait, what? Say that
I
again.
don't like that because it's kind of like there should be like a Capcom block, and there should be a Smash block. Have the Smash block and at least in the Capcom block because majority of the people want to watch Street Fighter usually.
Yeah, I
Even
mean,
though
I'll
it's not
watch.
like the case.
You
But,
know,
I
I'll
mean,
watch. Yeah, you have a very good point. I never even thought about that, and I guess I just did it like out of habit, or just because. But yeah, if Marvel's on or Street Fighter's on, and Marvel's next, I'll stick around and watch Marvel. But if I'm watching Street Fighter and there's like you know DOA next or something for like 2 hours, I'm not gonna sit around and watch DOA for 2 hours and wait for Marvel, and I'm probably not gonna watch Marvel because I
yeah,
gotta sit around for 2 hours. So yeah, that's a good point. I never thought about that.
there should be a block of a specific type of game. So usually the only things that are in contention is Smash and Marvel. So I think Marvel should be next to Street Fighter. Street Fighter's always last, so it should be second to last. Plus, Marvel has consistently given us great finals. So it's like, why not? It's not that it's dead game or whatever, but like it's shown that the finals are still good. People still enjoy watching the game. So it shouldn't really be put to favor Melee, which is a larger game at this point. I think Melee is going to have more entrants than Marvel, but I don't think that's a good reason for having that. I think it messes up the flow of the night.
So you're not necessarily gonna hate me for saying this, but
No.
it's gonna be Smash Wii U, like instead of Melee. 100%. I don't know that. But I know that because I mean Nintendo is in there, and that's what they're gonna want. Is that game for top 8 or Sundays? I think that's just the way it's gonna be. If it's not, I'll be incredibly surprised. And if it, if it is, and Melee is on Saturday for finals, I think it might even, as much as it's gonna suck, I think it might be a blessing in disguise for Evo, just because they're gonna have a ton of viewers on Saturday as well because of that game. Like more than any other top 8 for any other game is gonna have, for sure. And they're still gonna get a ton of viewers for Smash Wii U because of all the new players. So I mean, I think it's just gonna be Smash Wii U for Sunday. But it's gonna go Street Fighter, Marvel. Hopefully it goes Marvel. I never thought about that. So I guess it's better that they keep those two together.
I think
And
so.
then kind of whatever, for the first two.
Yeah, and the rest of the games could all go fall off a cliff because they're terrible. Anyways, no, I was kidding. I like Guilty Gear. There's also something I didn't talk about, but it does involve Evo, I guess, because Killer Instinct's in Evo. And you're talking about Grims. Killer Instinct got a new character. It's like this grudge chick with a spear.
Oh yeah, didn't
She looks hella sick.
weren't they showing off a new character, like a huge ass rock dude that like
Yeah,
builds
he
walls and
creates
shit?
walls,
Yeah,
and then he
super
punches
crazy.
your throne.
I know it was hella damage, but
But this
those are some
crazy,
pretty cool characters.
Yeah, the crazy grudge dead Japanese woman with the spear is like a grappler and shit. So like, and she has this weird mechanic where she can like force counter hits with a separate meter. So it's just showing how well designed I think these new characters are, because they're just really interesting looking, and I think it points to what I was saying about Street Fighter 5 in that I want DLC, because if you have room to make DLC as interesting as what Killer Instinct's doing, and you release it for like what it's like $15 for the whole season or $20 for the season or something, it gets people interested. Because I was like, man, I want to see someone own with that character because she looked hella fucking sick. I want to see some dude during finals punch a dude through a fucking wall because that's sick. Stuff like that. When they're well designed characters and they have the freedom to create those well designed characters, I think it really improves the game's lifespan and makes good characters. So that's what I want.
I think we just need more, new style, just more unique characters, like kind of like Hakan in Street Fighter 4, where it had like this new mechanic that really nobody had kind of seen before, and we just need stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't think people are
Not
really
not
wanting.
a ton of characters. Maybe one or two of those characters. I'm not talking about a whole cast full of them, but just I don't know, something to get those people in that might not normally play the game because they're like sick of Ryu and Chun-Li and stuff, and I don't know, just add something new to the game.
Yeah, like if you're a company and you're releasing characters that are basically X copies from other games or a clone of a character, it's like stop doing it.
Hey, one of the hypest moments
Capcom.
at Evo, was it 2 years ago? 2 years ago now, was Infiltration picking a con. Like,
Yeah, well, that was yes. A, because he's not an unknown character, and B, because Infiltration is known for playing a lot of characters, and he does it well. And I remember 2012 NCR. Infiltration had some crazy streak with Hakan in the arcade because it was held at San Francisco. He had like some 60 win streak with Hakan. So even back then, he was still good with them. So yeah, I like interesting characters, and when they get picked, it's always fun to watch.
Yeah.
So I just hope Capcom with Street Fighter V takes note from Killer Instinct and actually makes creative characters, not just like, oh, this character has a teleport now. Oh, cool. It's like DiCaprio's like the worst fucking character. I don't know that they ever released. I think it's just, I don't know. It's the same fucking normals. I can't get over it, dude.
It's the same normals and whatever. Like, obviously that.
Ken and Ryu are different. I get like they're not actually.
The
clones,
funny
they're
thing
different.
is if they didn't just reskin Cammy and give her different moves, like it totally would have been an okay character.
It would have been a different character.
Yeah, it would have been a different character. Like but whatever, whatever. We talked about that a million times, and we don't need to talk about it again.
I just hope they go more in the direction of Hisako, fucking possessed fucking demon child that has a giant spear that has teleports and is a grappler, to Cammy with the fucking weird moves and his charge character. That's what I hope. I hope they go more in Killing Instinct direction. And, as much as people rag on that game, at least they're doing their game justice. Anyways, I just wanted to say that
and put Q in the game.
Put Q in the game. Make him have a gun. Give Q a rocket launcher.
There could just be a character select screen full of Qs and people buy that game.
Yeah, right there. Make Q, but make him have like fucking bigger fists. I don't know, like just bigger. That'd be sick.
I think he would have been such a cool character in Street Fighter 4, but that'll never happen now. Jura Mage also asks, which is harder, qualifying and winning Capcom Cup or winning Evo? I say winning Evo.
Winning Evo is 100 times harder. Because qualifying for Capcom Cup now is a bit easier. So I think you have a decent chance
if you're
of doing
sponsored, you can go to these events. There's 32 spots. Obviously your chance of winning is, might not be a lot higher than Evo, just because of the caliber of player that you have to play against. But you know exactly who you're playing against at Capcom Cup, and you can lose to anybody at Evo. Like Evo's
a fucking meat grinder.
I tell everybody this every single year I go to Evo. I am more scared of the people that I don't know in my pool than the big names in my pool. Because at least when I go up against these big names, I know exactly what I'm getting myself into, and they don't know who I am. So I actually have the advantage if I was actually good. But like just playing random people, because you have no idea of anybody's tendencies, and it's just a lot scarier to play against than it is against somebody that you've watched on stream before. So yeah, Evo 100%, definitely harder.
Fucking yeah, Evo. There's just you can lose to Shinakuma 666. Like you don't know who is gonna be at the tournament. and there's nothing saving you from just losing. And there's so many matchups you can't prepare for all those people. You just can't. You can prepare for your pool, but what if you lose? Then you're in the whole situation where you're just like, fuck. At least with smaller brackets. And it's not even the fact that Evo has better caliber players, but even sometimes worse players will fuck you up. Like, someone who wake up DPs 5 times in a row and you get hit by him, like, shit. Like,
Yeah.
I lost that guy. Like, he's crazy. Or, fucking Hakan just, like, doing shit, You're not sure what you're actually playing. But when you go to Capcom Cup, they're players, they have setups, they're smart people, So it might be a little easier, less ham, I guess. At the Hound 2 asks, you guys think that Popeyes as CEO will hold Marvel anime casuals, and will it run out of chicken and biscuits? It's definitely gonna run out of chicken. That's it. But I mean, if Mortal Kombat players want to have a tournament, I hear the bathroom's free. So,
Wow. Wow.
At DK High FGC asks, have you guys played Resident Evil Revelations 2 yet? If so, will it steer Capcom into making any more non-shitty Resident Evil titles? No, and probably not.
Because I know the first one's really good.
Yeah,
I know everybody likes the first one. I still haven't played it, and I still haven't played the second one.
I've not played it either, and I do not plan on it. I'm pretty okay with my Resident Evil 2s. I quite enjoy Resident Evil 2 and 4. I don't care if you like 4 is an action game. Me, I like it. Fuck off.
Dude, 4 is like one of my favorite games.
Yeah, I hate people like, well, 4 is bad because you shoot people. Like, fuck off. If I want to be Leon,
it was still scary, like the first time.
Kick bugs in the face. Like, I like Starship Troopers. I like Resident Evil 4. At Eric B. Comedy, who subscribed tonight, thank you again. Who are your character hopes for Street Fighter 5? Q.
I think everybody's Q.
I think the whole world's Q.
Okay. Let's make that question a little bit more difficult for us. Besides Q.
Well, shit. I really hope they have a lot of original characters. I hope there's only like fucking 8 characters we know, and just fucking make new characters.
Well, and 4, I think there's 4 new characters, right? There is Abel, Alforte, Rufus,
Sea Viper.
Was that it?
Yeah, initially, yes.
So, a fourth of the cast was new.
Yeah, I want half the cast.
You want half the cast?
Half the cast.
I think if it's 16, yeah, I expect half the cast. And once it starts, dip past 20, half is kind of a lot.
Yeah, but I feel like they really screwed up with Street Fighter 4 in that they rehashed a lot of people's playstyles, and obviously they made new things, and there's a whole different system with focus. But all the Street Fighter 2 people are in this goddamn game. There's barely original characters, and they started releasing original characters, and they're good. Jury's a good character, fun playstyle. Hakan's a great character, fun playstyle, different, But they really rehashed a lot of stuff, and I don't want them to do that. I want them to move in different directions.
I don't want another Evil Ryu. I don't want Oni.
Yeah,
I don't want Yun. I don't want Yang. I don't want these dumb characters. I want cool characters. That's what I want.
Make it like, I don't know. I keep harping on Killer Instinct, but a dude just makes walls and punches you through them. That's cool, Have it so there's a Navy SEAL dude who has fucking knives and shit. I don't know. Fucking be inventive.
Could be Cody's nemesis.
Yeah, I don't know. A Krav Maga guy. He's Jewish. That'd be sick. Stuff like that. Eddie Gordo. I'm just kidding. At DKFGC asks, what's your favorite traditional style JRPG? Unfollowing if it's a Zelda game, they do not count. Okay, yes, Zeldas are not JRPGs. We are pretty...
My favorite one is... oh, God. Tales of Symphonia for GameCube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Tales?
Yep.
I've never played Tales game, to be honest.
That's the only one I like because they all they'll change. Like none of them are the same. They don't play the same. And that's the one that I think you can move around a little bit, but it's more of like a turn-based thing. And some of them are like definitely not. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. But I like turn-based RPGs.
I really, really, really fucking like Final Fantasy IX. I'm very big on Final Fantasy IX. It's one of my favorites. But I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I would probably say Legend of Dragoon's my favorite. I fucking love Legend of Dragoon. It's so good. It has combos. It has fucking my man Dart, who's all about getting pussy. Fucking Lavitz in it, Rip Lavitz. You my homie, I pour one out. I'm all about. I like Legend of Dragoon.
Is Earthbound considered a JRPG?
I think so.
Is it?
I think so. I've never played Earthbound or any of the other games.
I mean, I would just play Earthbound. But I don't know if that's really considered a JRPG or not. Because you're... I don't know. I'll let the chat decide on that one. Because I don't think it is.
I'm going to be like... My favorite JRPG is Pokemon.
What? Hellblock is giving me shit because I said Earthbound? Fuck you. That game's amazing.
Yeah, it's actually... I think today's... what's that game? Chrono Trigger's 20th birthday. I think it came out 20 years ago.
Chrono Trigger?
Yeah. Also a great game. One of the better ones. That has combos too, technically. Oh, it's combinations, I guess. Doesn't have combos. Legend of Dragoon actually has time-sensitive combos. You fucking press the button and you fucking do it.
So they're saying yes, it is a JRPG, so I'm taking Earthbound, sorry.
Okay.
But Tales of Symphonia is a really damn close second.
Someone in chat said Kingdom Hearts. I quite enjoy Kingdom Hearts, but
I fucking hate Kingdom Hearts.
I quite enjoy Kingdom Hearts.
I fucking hate that game. I played it for 5 minutes. I was doing this stupid little island quest or whatever. I'm like,
okay,
I can't skip the fucking. I can't.
It's terrible. The first
I can't skip the cutscenes. I'm like, are you serious? I don't give a shit about talking to this person. And then I got over it. And every cutscene was like 20 minutes long. Never playing this game. Garbage.
The first hour of both games is actually god awful. Okay, but after you get past that, it's great. Kingdom Hearts 2, I had the hardest time getting into because it's really an hour tutorial. Like, you can't fucking... I hate Roxas. I'm sorry if you like Roxas in the chat. Fuck Roxas. I hate that tutorial. Like, it's so fucking stupid. It was an hour-long tutorial. It's the worst decision I've ever seen in a video game. After it, though, you know, Mickey Mouse is there. He's doing shit. You know, it's going crazy. I like Kingdom Hearts. I play that game too much.
This next question is a very damn good question. I never thought about it before.
That's a copy paste.
It is?
Yeah. Just go ahead and say it.
Oh. Well, now you just killed the hype immediately. If Barnacles is a curse word in SpongeBob, how do you explain Barnacle Boy's name?
Bitch boy.
Bitch boy.
Or fuck boy.
I was
He's a
just
fuck
about
boy.
to say that. He's just fuck boy, I guess.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's a copy paste. I'm on the internet more than you, all people. I mean, am the internet.
You're the worst person on the internet, so I mean, I'd imagine that yeah, you're on the internet more than me.
I'll call your copy pastes out.
Okay.
Let Toucan has a right.
Sorry, I have a life. Okay, next question. Do you got the next question?
At Hoochie asks, how long do you think Smash will take on Sunday?
2 hours.
Sleepy emoji. 2 to 3 hours.
It's only 2 out of 3, right?
I don't know.
It's not 3 out of. It's not 3 out of 5 top 8.
No, on Evo, it's gonna be like 5. First to 5s every match.
No, it's not.
CVS 2 first to 10s every match.
I can't remember. Maybe somebody can tell us in chat what the top 8 last year was. If it was all 3 out of 5, or if it was 2 out of 3 and then 3 out of 5 winners, losers, grand finals. I cannot remember. I want to say it was 2 out of 3. I want to say it was 2 out of 3. DKI FGC says, thank you for the sharing of Kingdom Hearts hate. If I could double follow you, I would.
Damn.
Fuck Kingdom Hearts.
Damn.
Fuck that game. Fuck that game.
He said people love cream popsicles. Yeah, I love cream popsicles. Maybe that's why I like Kingdom Hearts. Shit is good. All right.
Do you have a Honzo story?
I do.
Fantastic.
Okay, so Harrison, I'm gonna set it up for you because you know the locale.
Okay.
So downtown Santa Rosa,
Okay.
you know it.
I'm there.
It's fucking crowded
In my
a lot
mind.
of times. It's hard to park on 4th Street, right?
Incredibly hard.
Yeah. So I have to go down there to Mary's to get the garlic bread and shit and the
Okay.
spaghetti.
It's alright.
the missus.
Mary's alright.
Okay, so I drive down there to get my pickup, right? And I'm driving on 4th Street. It's a Monday night. It's fucking 9 o'clock. I go
Monday,
down there.
9 o'clock. It's dark out.
Yeah, it's dark out. All right. So I drive my way on my little Ford. I go over there. And
Keeping over the
there's
steering wheel like an old lady.
there's like no one on that street. There's fucking no one. All right. Barely cars any. So I park in front of Mary's. And I go in, and I get my food, and I just leave. No hassle.
No hassle. Incredible story. I bet that garlic bread is amazing too.
It is. I have it. It's probably bad now.
If you guys want to follow us, you can follow us at Harrison SBA, or follow us. You can follow me at Harrison SBA. If you want to follow, man, I can't. I'm drunk. I'm wasted. This whiskey's getting to me. If you want to follow Honzo Gonzo, you can follow him at Honzo Gonzo. If you guys don't want to follow either of us, but still want to check out what we do and what we do on IPLAYWINNER, you guys can check us out. Twitter.com/IPLAYWINNER, Facebook.com/IPLAYWINNER, and of course at YouTube.com/IPLAYWINNER, where you guys can check out this show when I upload it to YouTube. You can comment, like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you guys enjoy the video, there will also be a link to the MP3 like there is always. So if you guys want to listen to it on your phone or do whatever, yep, go ahead and do that. Yep. You guys can go to IPLAYWINNER.com, go to the podcast section, and you guys can also check out every single show in YouTube or MP3 format there as well. And you guys can check out, news and stuff about things. Is that good for you, Honzo? NASA boy?
NASA boy.
You're a NASA boy.
I used to wear a shirt all the time to tournaments. This is my tournament shirt.
Now it's your tournament shirt. Alright, guys,
My
peace.
sponsor shirt.
Peace.